a lot of people don't know. Trey would just randomly start dancing like Michael Jackson, no matter what the song is. So that's like something I love about how he could just be himself, and then we all just laugh. And then sometimes I'll just try to imitate him, and it'll be funny because I don't even have to. I don't even know what the fuck I be doing, but that shit look dope. You know what I'm saying? It look dope when I be doing it, and we just be vibing out in his room, and it's fun. Like, and it's just cool. It's something that we always been doing ever since like I first stepped in his house. We always vibed out. We always listen to music. We always watch sports. So we watch some funny videos or something to make us laugh or something. And we always like
legendary times.
It's like ever since we started music, that's when everything really clicked, and that's when we all like got the love and passion to get a message out. Because I'm big on like always like not always using basketball as a way to get people to know me. I want to always get another outlet that people know what I've been through and put it in like in a way. Like yeah, I could put mad important stuff on my body as tattoos, but it can only say so much because a lot of people look at you differently. You all tatted up about certain things. So it's rather you could speak it and touch a lot of people that been through the same situation or been through a current situation or been through the same thing, but it's a different like. And it's just like I just want to be the person that just like knowing that I help a lot of people that been through a lot of bad stuff, and you see the good in them. You want them to be positive instead of negative. So that's why I really want that life.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this might sound a little different, but I don't think I want to collab with anybody.
Huh. That's good though. Explain your reasoning, brother. Because I think you get good.
I feel like, but I like the people that they picked. Definitely Michael Jackson, and Chris Brown. There's a lot of people. But I say for us personally, I don't think we should, because a lot of people can't really do what we do. And the difference between what those guys are, that like Michael Jackson's a pop star, so he's known around international. I don't want to be a person that's like internationally known. I want to be locally known, but then bump my way up there. He got that old, like, he basically was known before he was just Michael Jackson. He was already Jackson 5, and everybody knew him. So
where's Michael? Where's little Michael?
But the reason I say nobody is because I just feel like what we do is different, and it's authentic, and it's not done before. And it's like, you don't see kids our age doing what we doing. They're either, out there doing street shit, not knowing that they could use other talents to get their message across. But if I really did have to choose who I really wanted to collab with, I really would say, and all of it, and all in their prime, I would say the Temptations. Because we basically them as a mirror image, but we're just three. And like
most powerful three.
It's good. You ain't gotta worry about ain't nobody gonna be no David Ruffin. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna be that.
We're gonna be that.
We could be there.
Yeah, we could though. Yes.
But I would just say those are the main people, because the way they made dressing up look good, and that's when everybody wanted to do it. You look at Neo, you look at everybody. Those are the reason why people dress up in music videos and do shows like that, because you don't see people dressing up. Everybody would just put on some like all that other shit and make it look good, but the shit really don't look good. The music good, but what you got on ain't good. Like, you know what I mean?
I gotta be honest.
They mix both. Like, hey, I'm not holding back shit. I don't care what people say. Shit, I'm gonna speak the truth, and that's the only thing I know.
Right.
But I see that's the people I would like to collab with. Or if all, like, even the original crew, I would definitely like to do that. Even Charlie Wilson, Charlie call us up, man, what I'm saying? We trying to work too, you know what I mean? I would definitely do that for me personally. I would like to collab with Charlie Wilson now.
Nice.
But that's if I had to choose. But really, I wouldn't do it, because I feel like I said before, we are our own brand and we sing our own voices, and we do what we do.
Let's see. As artists, what do you want to add on to yourself that's not already there?
That's tough. Because there's so much to always add. But it's like, and it's not to feel like I already have everything, because I don't. You know what I mean? But I think the biggest thing as an artist that you must have, and as a person, period, is confidence. And I don't lack confidence. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go into a room and be like, oh, I'm better than everybody else, because, I can rub people off the wrong way. But confidence, people can look at that as being arrogant or like conceited. No, but I don't lack confidence at all. But I don't know. I don't know.
I would say being able to be like pick a different sound that no one else does. Cause a lot of people use the same shit and it's getting played out because like would you rather be different or you rather be the same? Cause a lot of niggas just choose drill shit all the time and talk about this and that and the third, but when it's the same shit being replayed and that's what's hot in the world, but or would you rather pick a slow beat and show what you really could do, or an MC type beat and to see how your rap ability is? Cause a lot of people just want that drill stuff. That's why I feel like I said before, we're kind of different. We can do all of them, and you can't get that out of a group, cause usually it'd be one person doing this, one person doing that, and then the other person doing this. But we all could do all three, even though there's no lead singer in this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say just being able to be different.
Yeah, for me, one thing I want to add is like to continue that drive to push stuff up and, you know, be different from everyone else. Yeah, like the drill junk is cool. Like, yeah, we all know we done the drill song, so it's not out yet. But like having a reaction with somebody, like knowing that, you know, you like, cause I'm a singer, so I like to sing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people know, I whatever you know, if I know it, I'm gonna just sing it from my heart out. I'm performing that junk. Mm-hmm. And like anytime we pick a slow beat or like pick a MC beat, and then I get a chance to rap, I'm taking that chance because I like when I rap too, because a lot of people don't know that I can do that. And getting a reaction out of people is like the best thing. And then when it's a good reaction, it's fun. Like we did that drill song and like nobody knew I was gonna do that. Like that's the best reaction I got out of all that. Like I was happy because like it's a different sound, but you still keep that MC stuff with you, but you just add a different thing to the lyrics what you say, and it's like good. And I like, best thing is I like to have good reactions to people with certain things because they never know that what you're capable of when you be putting on a beat that you've never done before. And another thing is just always be comfortable with doing whatever it is. Like I don't never want to be in a situation where I'm comfortable. I always want to make sure I'm comfortable doing what I want to do. And as a group, we always want to be comfortable with what we want to do. And whatever sound we want to try, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna body it, regardless of what we do. That's simple.
Yeah. I feel you. What is your favorite type of genre to listen to?
I don't know, I'm a mixture of everything. Pop, hip hop. Mainly those two, pop and hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, a little hip hop in there, but like if I want to unwind and like mentally like calm myself down, I'll probably listen to like some R&B or like something slow, like, you know, to calm myself down, because you never know, like you might have a rough day and you might not want to listen to all that this and that, shoot this, like you don't want to hear all that sometimes. So like if you really upbeat, then you might want to listen to something.
I like a little bit of that, like a tone too.
Yeah, like so I kind of like when I want to unwind from the day, I just listen like some good music like that's gonna calm me down. Nothing crazy, but like some like that's gonna calm me, like maybe some old Drake that was like some calm old Drake song, or like Bryson Tiller, or like some Chris Brown, like something that's gonna calm me down from like and forget about my day. Even if I have a good day, I still want to unwind with like I want to end my night on a good note always. So like, or if it's just me, not only if I'm not listening to music or I'm on the phone with somebody or like texting somebody, like I will always want to end my night on a good note regardless if I'm not listening to music. But you know, on a normal day when I listen to music, I also like listen to slow R&B stuff, so I can calm myself down and like unwind and like relax myself before I go to bed.
I listen to everything, but mostly I'm in the old school stuff. You know, stuff my mom and dad grew up on. I feel like back then music had more of a good meaning than it does today. Because if you think about it today, I said music nowadays is like there's no real meaning behind it. But like back then, music had a lot of good meaning. You can actually feel what the artist was actually talking about, or like you ain't gotta be. They don't gotta be related to you. You could just still like you could just vibe to it. and calms you down. That's why I make sure really listen to old school music. I used to do that before my high school basketball games, listen to old school stuff to put me in a calm, like, because I know I'm going to go to war whoever I'm playing on the court or whatever. So why not be in a good mind space while you're doing it? Mm-hmm. I would say old school music is my favorite thing to listen to.
Now, let's see. What type of genre as a group do y'all want to get into that y'all haven't already?
Yeah, I don't want to really go too much into it. Like, I want to go into much into it, but whatever we haven't tackled, we probably will end up tackling. That's all I gotta say. Mm-hmm. It's no specific, because there's a lot of things. What's not for us won't be for us, but if there's something that we want to get into, we won't hesitate to get into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I really feel.
I totally agree with that. I'm like, it's like whatever based off the mood we went with, that we want to put up. Like, a lot of people will just like make like any type of music, but it won't have no feeling towards it. Like, I always want to be in a genre where I have feeling towards it, and it be raw emotion, like no fake emotion. Like, I always want to show people the real emotion that I did, because you never know what somebody will feel, and you never know what somebody going through. They might be able to connect with you because you're showing some real emotion instead of some fake emotion just because for a song. So I like to be real. Whatever the people, I like to be real to the people whoever listen to, whoever we make, you know.
Like, perfect example from my recent album, Traquan, that I dropped on the song All the Things You Do. I never tackled that kind of genre before. That, like, the pop rock, not like the pop rock type stuff. Mm-hmm. I never tackled that. And I had a lot of fun making it. I made that in the morning, too. I don't know, it took me about, like, 30 minutes to make before I went into work, so. It's fun to tackle new things that you haven't done, you know what I mean? But it has to have meaning, you know what I mean? You don't want to just do something because I never done it before. You want to do it because you want to. It's a challenge. Like, it's all about challenge, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you gotta want to enjoy it. So pretty much it.
Definitely. I would say whatever is what you're in the mood for. I mean, I'm gonna say the stuff we got working now is a different type of genre we didn't do before. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's gonna turn some heads, and it's gonna, it's gonna turn some heads and widen some eyes, and it's gonna be a lot of shock, because a lot of people don't understand that what the tape we're dropping that's coming out this year is gonna be a totally lot different look than what it was. The 3 songs that we performed at this concert in November of last year. And it's going to show what we're capable of, not only as people and individuals, but artists as well. Yep. And it's raw emotion. And it's nothing, there ain't no cap in our singing, there ain't no cap in our rap neither. So, we tell you the truth.
Fuck with it.
That's one thing we always make sure we tell a real story, not a fake story.
Nice. Now, as a group, what keeps y'all going forward?
Just want to be better. You always got to tackle that, like, you know what I mean? If somebody was to tell me there's a whole contract in the jungle, and whoever comes out with that contract, and you're going to be a fucking millionaire, or you're going to be signed to this, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the big hit contract, I guarantee you, we going in that shit, we coming out with that contract. So it's like, as a group, honestly, you got to have that confidence, right? Right? Honestly, it's just, as a group, you just want to be better, and you want to tackle, you want to, you know what I mean, just go for the best at all times. That's my standpoint with it. I just want to go for the best, nothing less.
And that's true. And like I said before, like, always have the drive as a group. Always be hungry. Never settle for less. Yeah. You know, always work hard. And always, because when you work hard, you get the best out. You get the best out yourself, not only individually but as a group. You know. Mm-hmm. So you just always want to be able to stay hungry, strive for greatness, and go up from where you at now.
What was the question again, my guy?
It was, what keeps y'all going as a group going forward?
And we're looking at it. This is all I need to keep going. Every day, if we're in the studio, if we're not in the studio, we're always working. And we keep driving regardless of we're working on the beat or we finishing up something. Without them, I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing. And they didn't push me, who would? Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to push myself to do something I'm not comfortable doing. And once, we always talk about a lot of stuff, and we make sure we're comfortable doing what we're doing. If we're not, we back off that project and we work on something else.
Mm-hmm.
But this is all I need to keep going forward with this group. It's these two fellas right here.
When it's all said and done, what would you want to leave behind?
An empire. Basically. Well, for me personally, I want to leave an empire behind, and I want to keep it going on. I want to create like generational wealth. So like every generation that my kids have and their kids have, they'll have something to look forward to, and they'll just be able to keep going. And as a group, like I want our music to live on forever whenever we make it big. And I want to be still known as a name, regardless if I'm dead. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Kind of said it better.
That's the goal. It's just to be the greatest, and and leave positive things in the world, because what you put into the world, that's what you will get back in return. And we don't shy from putting out good and positive things. Sometimes we might get those negative thoughts, but we don't put that into action. We always use our positivity and put that into action. Like this music stuff, we're putting positivity into it. If people get offended, that's their perception of what we're trying to say. Mm-hmm. There's always a bigger meaning behind the song. It just depends if you really want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of days people just focus on one word and think that's the song. We could be talking about this, but you think it's talking about this, but we're really talking about the bigger picture, which is what we're trying to say. Just because you might hear this word, they might say, oh, he's talking about someone. In reality, we could be talking about people in general. We could be talking about a situation that we're trying to figure out. It could be talking about some personal issues. It could be talking about your personal demons. It could be talking about your family, friends. It could be talking about anything. But it depends what people perceive as what message we're putting out there.
Nice. Now, how's life been treating you?
I'll go. I would say life for me has been fun. It's been like a roller coaster, positive and negative. But like I said, there's been times when I've been in the dark, but I always have people to find me, bring me back to the light. You know what I'm saying? And life's been real good to me though. Overall, it's been real good. I have like dark days and times I didn't want to do nothing, but I always found a way to be positive. And that person right there always trying to help me out with certain things when I got a problem going on. So I couldn't ask for a better person to be in my life, not only for my friends, but me individually, So yeah, life is good, for me right now. So I continue to be good, and I want to continue my life to be good no matter what roadblock I get in front of me. But yeah. Trey, you got anything to say?
Yep.
Or you want me to go?
Which one?
Yeah,
you the one?
Yeah, you go, bro.
Yeah.
Jimmy go. Let Trey be last.
I would say me and life right now ain't friends right now.
We out here fighting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said before, my motivation was my grandmother. So losing her, actually, I lost a part of me. And not only that, before, it's like, it still haunts me. And it's like, I feel like I'm still not in a world where I'm still at peace with it. And I feel like I'm living a nightmare that's just continuing going over every day. And I mean, but it's just like, it's hard every day waking up knowing that you can't see that person no more. Mm-hmm. Like when I lost my uncle at 15, that hurt me more than anything in the world, because he was there for every birthday since I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And the conversation prior to him was scary, because I couldn't, and that was a burden on me, because I couldn't be there for him. Like, yeah, I understand he lived in Florida, but that was my uncle, and I wanted to be there for him, and I couldn't. That's what I still try to figure out why. Like, I don't ever question God. God takes people for a reason, but I say why at that certain time. At 15 years old, that was like my other father. And losing my grandma at the age of 20, like, I see life a lot different. Like, we live a life to have it taken all away. And, I mean, like, April will be a year without it. And it doesn't feel right. And, I don't know, man, it's just hard. And I wake up, and I just feel like I don't want to be here anymore. But it's like, you gotta be, because your memory, if you do something to yourself, you're gonna rub that pain on somebody else.
Yeah,
but
that's true, man.
I just struggle with that, and that's just the big thing about me, is just like dealing with it, and to see what it put my family in, that hurt me more, because it's like it's just, you know, too much shit, but
Okay, loud, man.
But it's like, I still replay the day my mom got the phone call over my head every day. 10 o'clock at night, my mom crying, and I'm crying. I didn't see that was the end of my world. But I'm still trying to figure out how to rebirth my world back to what it was before. But and like I said, it's hard doing it. Just every day, it gets harder and harder. It's like, you think a lot, but you don't want to put your problems on someone else, because they might be going through something as well. So I just say, man, the message I'm really trying to say is just talk to people, because you never know who can relate to you. I might be this person when you see me, but you never know who I am when I'm not near you. And that's what I try to tell, especially, you know, people I be around. I just try to stay positive as I can, because once it's at night, that's when it hits me hard.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't sit right, man. It's just like,
I know. I know. I know.
It's just like, my grandmother was that person that you wanted to be around.
Yeah.
And she just meant so much to me. She taught me how to love not only myself, but people. She was just like the best blessing in the world.
Yeah, I know.
She's just the best blessing in the world.
Yeah.
She meant so much to me. And now I'm just like, she gone now. I just lost my whole world. But I'm gonna continue to fight for her and everybody that I lost in the past years of my life. And I got my boys with me to just do this story, and then the story not gonna end. It's gonna just keep continuing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was always shit. Man, let me take that. Life. Woof. Listen, I always find ways to not complain about too much shit. Life gonna beat you down, man. But it's not about how hard you can get hit. You know what I mean? Well, no, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. You know what I mean? And then just how much you can take and then keep moving forward, you know? Because people in this world will try to beat you down and keep you down. You know what I'm saying? And life on my hand is I always just try to look outside of all the bullshit and still try to keep going. You know? Because, shit, I got stories that I haven't even told them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to bring those stories up so people can say, oh, he's just using this as an excuse. He's just, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to live no life where it's like, oh, no, there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? You do what you got to do, and then you live with the result. What more can you do? You know what I mean? But yeah, there's been just a lot of shit right now in my life that's just bullshit. You know what I mean? But I still yeah, it's like, what can you do? But I still look at the positives, you know what I mean? God is putting breath in my body every day. He's giving me the opportunity to continue to make music. He's giving me the opportunity to have my friends make music. And, you know what I mean? The number one thing is just me breathing, you know what I mean? Giving me life and making money and just being the best version of myself every day. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, there's a lot of shit that's going on that, you know, I don't know. I don't really know how to get into it, honestly. So if you have a question that can get me into that, I think that's cool. I don't know how to just dive into it. I don't know how to.
Right now. Yeah. How's the love life been?
That shit fell apart. I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit just poof. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to love somebody because one day you could love them and the next day they may not love you no more. You know what I'm saying? This is scary shit to get into, and you know it's a lot of fucked up shit that went left. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. That's pretty much it, man. It's like a lot of shit that went left, and it's like, what can you do? You know what I mean? People's gonna have a narrative on you. I just gotta control my narrative about a situation that's particularly happened. You know, I'm not gonna drop any names and all like that, but you know, it's just me finding out something that was like, it felt like as if that person who I called my best friend, somebody who I shared the deepest memories with, and same thing like what he was saying, like, you know what I mean? I lost my uncle and then my cousin, and I remember losing my uncle because like I worked with him like for like 4 months, I would say, leading up to his death. You know what I'm saying? And if I would have knew that those last couple of months would have been the last time of me seeing him, I probably would have said a lot of things. But when I got that call that night of saying that he passed, you know what I'm saying, I called who I can call, you know what I mean? I called them. I called, and my best friend at the time came with me that same night, you know what I'm saying? And to know that you just can't have that anymore, it's like, it sucks when you really think about it, you know? Yeah, it really does suck. And it's like, it's crazy. I don't know. I think about it at night, that's it. And whatever could come out. And that's just that, but yeah, it's a sticky situation.
Sticky. Real sticky.
And it's crazy because I got it. It's like I've got attacked. I felt like I got attacked in a huge way. You know what I mean? And I from me hearing the news, I reacted in a way maybe I shouldn't have reacted. Do I regret it? No. I don't regret it because I don't live my life with regrets. I did what I did. That's just that. You live with it and you move on. You feel me? But so I did my dirt. I did my, you know what I mean, how I reacted, which wasn't the best way. But I was angry. I was upset. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not gonna say I love you when I'm upset. Or I'm not gonna say have a great day and I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just say some fucked up things when you're mad. It happens. We're human. Everybody deal with their own shit the way that they want to. And yeah, but I personally felt attacked by her goddamn friends like crazy. Remind you, I had, you know what I mean, I go to them because you need people that you could talk to. And so I go to them and I didn't have them necessarily get involved into the bullshit. And I had just A, B, and C coming at me and calling me all different types of shit and like real bad, saying I'm sick, like at my lowest of lows. I need help. You know what I'm saying? And then the childish word and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit like that, but it's just like,
word of my dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And all the whole time, I just want to know the truth. That's it. And none of them really confess the truth. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It's bullshit. That's what I can say.
Bullshit.
You want it? Yeah.
For me, you know, like overall, you know, like not like overall, but like overall for me personally, I feel like me and Love wasn't like really clicking at first. Because I've been through like a real ass tough ass like situation prior before this year, and then it was like it's real bad, and it was like energy consuming. It was like I was like trying to win. I was in a race that I was never gonna win, and I was always battling myself. And you know, like I'll go to them and talk about every single thing, And I wish Norm was here to see it, because I talked to him a lot about the situation, and he told me all about the shit and how to move and shit. But really, mostly it was like my brother and then Trey was like, they were just there, and you were there for most, like, the situation thing. I talked to you about a lot of stuff, and it was like, y'all wasn't trying to force me to do shit. Y'all was trying to tell me stuff and try to make me see it before so I could make that decision on my own. And y'all was like, y'all a group of friends like that won't like force you to do something because based on what I'll tell you, you'll try to give me an idea of what to look for, and then when I find it, then you be like, this is what I was telling you that day, and this is what I was talking about. And then after that shit happened, after we're together no more, bro. I just called Trey and I just talked to him about it. I was like, and I told him like what happened. He was like, for real? I'm like, yeah, bro. Sure. And I was like, that is what it is. Like, there's nothing I could do. Like, you beat me, but you beat me to it. So I was at that point when I didn't want to be with her no more. So it just happened. She just happened to say it, and I was like, there was nothing I really could. I couldn't really beat myself up about it. But I might have my moments when I was like upset, but it would make me look stupid trying to like try to want to know why it happened, and it made me look weak. Like, in a way, like I'm trying to get you back, but I don't want you back. That you that easy to do that. But now shit is just different, and you know, I found I was able to trust myself and have confidence in myself to trust in someone else, and then everything is going fine. And I just want everything to continue to do fine, and I don't want to get this one like only for myself, but like as us as like a relationship. I just want shit to move smoothly and move like fast and like in a good pace, and just improving on everything that we need to do. You know, like so right now from last year to this year, like my love life is been real good, and it's been nothing but good, and it's been nothing but a huge weight off my shoulders because I don't have to be stressing about nobody and stressing about anything bad about going on, because I know that somebody's gonna support me regardless of what I do. And if you ain't got no support, then like, yeah, sometimes you might thinking like you just doing it for no reason because you ain't got nobody to really support you and really rooting for you in your corner. So, cause I'm always gonna have my friends, I'm always gonna have them, but like when I'm not around them, I know that I have somebody there for me, you know. That's basically my whole little spiel about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say mine is great, but it ain't bad neither. And I'm at a point in my life where I just want to grow. Not only as, you know, I just want to be like, relationships are tough. And a lot of people just, you know, it is what it is. And you can't, like with me personally, you can't change a person. But it's hard to grow when that person can't make the sacrifice as well. Because I know for a fact, no one, and I mean no one, has I always put myself last. I always put the person first because I understand you want to thrive, you always got to sacrifice something. If it's not you personally, it's going to be something you love the most. So right now my shit just, you know, is staying low key and I'm just going to keep building. That's what I really wanted. And, you know, ain't no secret who I'm with, but I just want what we do to stay low key, because regardless of the fact if we're together or not, I'm holding her down regardless, because that's who I love. And that's who I want my future to be around. But I'm gonna love her as long as the really thing all I could say is I'm gonna continue to love that girl until she says she don't want nothing to do with me anymore. Until that day, she gonna get me regardless. I don't care who or whatever. You can talk to whoever you want, but at the end of the day, they're not me. And they will never be like me. No one can love you the way I love you. And same way, no one can trust you the way I can trust you. And ain't nobody gonna want her the way I want her. Because it's not just about no physically, mentally. No, it's not a want, it's not a need either. It's just, I know that person is right for me, regardless of what people say.
And love could come with hurt too. It could. I'm saying it could be a good relationship, but I'm saying like some people could be like, oh my God, you hurt me, you're done. Yeah. Bro, love come with hurt.
True.
People who love you are capable of saying some of the worst shit that you have never heard in your life. You know what I'm saying? But just because they're saying that doesn't mean they don't love you. Like with my fucking situation as well too. We might not ever speak to each other no more, but I still love her. And what hurt me the most is that her and her little fucking friends was saying that I didn't love her. You feel me? How the fuck you gonna tell me how I feel?
Right.
Honestly.
For real,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still fucking thinking about you every night, and the whole fucking situation, shit, I shouldn't even be thinking about you at all. And I'm still trying to look at, like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Because I know what I did wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm still, like, just looking past my feelings getting hurt and be like, damn, I really fucked her over. Or, like, hurt her feelings, you feel me? So, like, don't say that I don't love you, because that's a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? It is a lie. Love just comes with hurt, too, sometimes, you know what I mean? And it's going to take you some time to just realize that. But
that hurt don't define who you are.
it don't. Like, literally.
Get destroyed.
That's why I'm saying, listen.
I already know I'm not perfect, but I know I'll say some fucked up shit, you know, so I'll do some fucked up shit, but it's all the point. It's all about maturity, and the person that knowing that, the person who you with or the person you talk to will know that that's not really you. That's just what you did in the moment. And I've been told some shit, but I don't look at it as like, oh, that's who that person is. No, that's just what happened in the situation, and then it just happened. Like, you will say some shit. Of course, you might regret it in the situation, but that's how you felt, and you just wanted to say it. But you, at the same time, you didn't mean it.
Yeah,
but sometimes it might take it that way because you're angry, and you just want somebody just like shut up and just listen to me, like, for 1 minute, like, you know. And I've been through a lot of situations like that, and I'm like, and I understand everything now differently. I see shit a little differently, and I kind of watch the way I say certain things, because not everybody's like us. Like, I could say things. I'm just saying, like, it comes to a certain point when you don't need to say certain things a certain way, because sometimes you want to shy away from, like, shouting at each other about some irrelevant stuff that's not important. They give no energy to. And so, like, it's different when I'm with y'all, because y'all understand that I don't mean half the shit I'll be telling you. Most of the time I'm fucking joking around about real life shit, and I'm not even saying nothing about it. But not everybody's like your friends. Everybody's different. Everybody takes and read and receive information differently when it comes from your mouth. So that's like one thing. Like,
especially if you're dealing with a sensitive person.
Yeah.
If you're sensitive, it's gonna hurt them.
If they're sensitive, then it's gonna really hurt them because it's coming from you. Yeah. Especially if they have feelings for you, it's really gonna hurt them because you said it, and then you like.
But then you gotta understand how that person felt as well too. Like I said, like when I was told what I was told, that shit felt like a motherfucking knife was stabbed into my back, because we done made fucking promises. We done had memories of just like the greatest memories ever. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like are very, very irreplaceable. You feel me? So when the way I found out too, it was just, I got angry. That shit took over. Like, I just was angry. So.
Yeah. Good. All right. Do y'all hold hate in your heart?
No. Listen, I can't.
I get what people say, like, oh, how can you forgive somebody that done this?
Yeah.
But you gotta look at this like the point where I'm coming from. I was raised different. My dad told me never to hate anybody. Always love people and always meet people where they are, because you never know what they were going through in that situation. And always knowing, like, I actually really learned this myself. Always know the why behind people's emotions or what they do.
That's what I told her. Understand the why.
And do I hate people? No. I love everyone. But would you get to say me twice? No. Like, I will always forgive, but I won't forget. Just because you might did this, don't mean you think I'm gonna just let you slide. No. I will always remember what you did in the past, and that will show what type of person you are to me. But I would never say I hate someone, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't want nobody to hate me. Because at the end of the day, how could you hate me?
Because a couple words. I think it's easy for people to want to just be kind of influenced or want to hate somebody in this world. The way how this world operates, it's just like, it's so easy for people to be influenced by like, I hate this person, I don't like this person. You know what I'm saying? We get same thing. Like, you don't know. Like, sometimes we'll even love. Like, some people get that shit mistaken for fucking just actually liking somebody. Devotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you love me, or is it just the devotion that's talking? You know what I'm saying? Like, or do you not like me, or do you hate me? You know what I'm saying? Like, but people are too influenced of just, you know what I mean, throwing hate out in the world. It's too much. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't hate nobody at all. That wasn't built in my heart. You feel me? I don't really give a fuck about too much people that hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, like, what anybody do is what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's what it is. I ain't mad at nobody. Can't hate nobody, bro. If you have hate in your heart, shit, you probably Satan yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much going on to actually hate somebody, bro. Take your time and say, I hate this person. I just can't do it.
Shit, with me, I don't even say the word hate. I just say I don't respect. Like, you do me wrong. I'm not going to say I hate you. I'm just saying I don't respect you as a person. And it's that simple. So it's just like, I'm going to always love you, but I'm going to love you from a distance where you're not going to be in my circle no more, you know? Because I just can't respect somebody that can go talk jump behind your back. And the only thing you did was good for them. But that's just people. There's people nowadays, they don't really care how good you do. They'll always put the bad out and to outdo the good. You know,
The bad.
You could be that person for them when their family ain't shit to them, and they'll still just say, "No, you did that. You did that to me. I don't want nothing to do with you. I hate you." But if it was a flip flop situation, I wouldn't say I hate you. I would just say I don't respect you as a person. Yeah, I might say I hate people, but that's just because I'm like, a lot of people is not worth the time to be trusted, because you never know what somebody would do. You might walk in a room and then start talking to people and they think like they know you. And I don't like to be around a lot of people because I don't want nobody thinking they know me when they really don't. They just go off based how I move. And it's a deeper story behind why I move in a certain way, because of this shit that you hear about like the street life and just stuff in general, like, you know. But I don't necessarily hate more. I just say I don't respect people that do me wrong or do some stuff that I can't want to be around them no more about it.
I want to talk about this UGG situation. Because this shit is getting out of hand too. Alright?
You bring up the boots.
Listen, they keep bringing up the boots. Listen, let me just throw this out there too as well too. There's a difference between being very genuine and liking somebody when you give them something, okay?
Yes, sir.
When I gave somebody some Uggs, I was being fucking genuine, okay? So stop saying I had ties with somebody because I brought them something. I got a good heart. That's all that is, okay?
It's simple.
Literally, like, it's just that.
Like, that's real different. Like, I bought somebody something, but there's a meaning behind why I bought that person something.
Yes. But the community we in, it's not fucking impaled in our minds to just have good hearts or show genuine love.
You can't even be like cool with somebody like,
you can't.
What you want for this? Nah, I'm gonna get you something. Like, if somebody would think that you fucking with them or something, like, no, just like we just cool, and you know, I got a good heart and I just wanted to like give somebody something. You know what I'm saying?
Cause that's like the situation all I keep hearing. You brought this girl some Uggs. She said this. She said what? Come on, son. Like, this shit don't make no sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I ain't know that. I ain't really
Like, y'all, that shit is
what
ridiculous.
you put in your story.
Yes, like this Ugg story is ridiculous. Like, for real. Like, this shit is retarded.
I want to get into this other situation.
For real, like this shit. But this shit is just blowing. Like,
wait, he said, I want to get into this other situation.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but that shit is blowing me.
Yeah,
like,
the hand signal ready. He was like, yeah, when he done, I'm about to fire this. I got something to say.
It's crazy. And then like a whole new thing came up with like the whole fucking I wanted to see her siblings because like the little ones, they fucking like it's like what we got going on ain't got nothing to do with them. You feel me? Like I still, like I said, I still love all of them. I don't give a fuck what I say. I still love all of them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But what we got going on ain't got nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying?
Your siblings shouldn't suffer because you what y'all got going on. And like that's dumb. That's petty too. That's like petty as fuck that you gonna like take you whatever you got going on. You gonna exclude your little siblings out of it because of what you and that person got going on. That's just people though. People just will do anything to stop you from. I don't know. People just weird. I don't like weird people.
All I wanted to know was the truth.
That's why
I just wanted to know the truth.
That's why I hate
And not one of them told me, Trey, this is not true. You feel me? Not one. But now it was a sister. Now it's the sister who was doing da-da-da-da-da. Like, bro.
Next thing you know, maybe you might be the cousin.
I'm just saying, like, the whole time I'm going, saying what I'm saying, doing what I'm doing, it's just like, boom, 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 A, B, C, D saying, oh, you don't know what you're hearing is true. Then tell me that. Not nobody telling me that. Yo, what you hearing is not true.
It don't take that long to just say yes or no. You can say no, it's not true. Yes, it's true.
They waiting for this exact moment so they could be like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Trey. That's what they did.
That's like people weird. People really weird. I don't like weird people. That's why I hate people.
Right?
I'm the city.
On that one, I hate people. You know what I'm saying? They weird motherfuckers. I should grind my gears, yo.
What's the best thing you like about your significant other?
I ain't got one. But she listen.
You can still say it.
My recent, yes. My recent though, she do got. She has a good heart and she do care. Like if she. She do have a good heart. Yeah. No. Listen. She do have a good heart. She has a real like a heart, a great heart. You know what I'm saying? She's very like one of the like the dopest people in the world. You feel me? Yeah, no, very humble. Yeah. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, she never like wasn't there for me because she was every step of the way. You feel me? I'm not here to bash nobody. I don't want to bash anybody, right? But it's like. I don't know. I just felt like she gave me so many chances, but did you really? Did you really? You know what I'm saying? But nah, she's really a cool person though. She's dope. You know what I'm saying? She has a good heart.
You have like chances.
Oh really? You what?
The what?
I said deep down inside, you still what?
I still love her. Still love her. I still love her. Yeah. I'm always going to love her. Like if somebody was to hurt her more than like I guess I hurt her.
Turn level.
Huh? Yeah, you can't turn that shit off. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
See me gonna love that bitch, man.
Nah, I'm always gonna love her. Like I was about to say, if somebody is capable of hurting her more than they say that I hurt her, it's gonna be probably World War III. You feel me? Like straight up. Nah, for real. Yeah. I still feel like I don't want to see nobody cause no crazy ass damage more than I probably already did. You feel me? So. Whoever she talk to next, listen. You want your life, motherfucker? You better treat her right. You feel me? With God. With God. You know, I'm not gonna hold you for me. I fuck with her. I'm real shit. Cause it's gonna take them just a call to tell me, yo, Trey, such this. I'm late.
Said that. That was funny.
I made it. What about you, Jeffrey?
Oh, hold up, buddy. I'm like that. I like the laugh. I like being laugh.
Yeah.
My cousin got put me on the spot. Shit, you not last, nigga.
You right about that, dude.
Exactly.
Man, what can I say that I ain't already said before?
Shit.
Let me put it like this. I'm about to say something.
Shit, I hear this week.
I mean, fuck, man, shit. I've been through a lot with that person. I ain't never stopped loving her. But it's stupid. But I mean, she really I would say she need to get a lot of. She like I didn't give her enough credit as much as she should. You know, like I'm the type of person I like to I like to give people their flowers and shit while they still here, while they breathing. But then one thing I really would say about her is that, and one thing I really do appreciate about her is that she gave me a chance when no other girl would. Like, yes, I friend zoned her when I first met her. But that was for a reason, man. Because I personally didn't think I was capable of loving another person. Because I didn't love myself about the situation I was put into. Because I was put in a situation before her that I really thought that, love wasn't for me. Because I put too much trust in somebody. But she told me that it wasn't that. And she gave me a chance. And, and I gave her a chance to actually love me. And she's been through a lot with me. And it's like I respect her for, staying with me for this ride. Like, I'm only 21. And we've been rocking since, and I really just want to say thank you to her because you changed the way I see life. And a lot of things, I see more to what love is and how it can change a person, how it can make someone happy, but it also be their downfall as well. But you always made sure that I was